So there's this thing called hyperbaric oxygen therapy, and it's been touted as a miracle treatment for many challenging conditions, including concussions, wound healing, and even depression and anxiety.
Have you done any hyperbaric chamber stuff?
No.
You should do that.
Protocols are intense, and they're long, and they're expensive. And recently a new study came out suggesting that a 60-session protocol could lengthen your telomeres, which basically means it can reverse the aging process. So I wanted to put it to the test. I got all my blood work done before, and I'm gonna do all my blood work at the end and measure the length of my telomeres to see if this protocol actually works. This will actually be the first time in history that someone has documented this anti-aging protocol as it happens outside of clinical trials. So what exactly is hyperbaric and how does it work? Simplest explanation is you're getting into this chamber, kind of like a submarine, where it's pressurized. And in that pressurized environment, you're also breathing almost pure oxygen through a cannula that's strapped around your face. So you sit in the chamber and you breathe this oxygen for anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours, with an absolute pressure ranging of anywhere from 1.5 to 3 atmospheres.
You know, it's a very simple science. Henry's law, the physics, gas under pressure enters a solution. So you put the body under pressure and you breathe in extra oxygen through a mask that puts the oxygen into the plasma of the blood, not just the red blood cells. And that plasma perfuses 5 times deeper into tissues, and oxygen is a powerful anti-inflammatory. And so now you're reducing systemic inflammation, but you're also putting extra oxygen into the mitochondria of the cell. And the mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell, and it creates ATP. And ATP is like the fuel of life. It's the currency of your body. It's every single cellular process relies on ATP.
All right, I think I'm ready to go. So I just finished my first mask break. It's kind of cozy, actually. You just sit here and you breathe, and I'm just getting some work done. And it's kind of just like a 90-minute deep work block. I can see myself getting really addicted to this. I'm back here at ATX Hyperbarics, and it's my second day. I didn't really feel anything the first time, but they say that it stacks on top of each other, right? In like 20 sessions or so, that's where you really start to see things change. I'm just gonna use this time to kind of meditate, rest, think, relax a little bit at the end of a day. So I'm gonna get into this chamber right here. See you in a few. All right, sounds good. But why would I spend all this time going through the effort of making this video? Well, I was very motivated. In 2020, I got sick from this thing that shut down the world. And at first, it seemed fine. It was just like a mild cold. And then quickly things began to escalate. 30 days later, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune condition called Hashimoto's. And my body started to shut down. I lost 10 pounds. I started having panic attacks. I was forgetting where I was, and I was starting to lose the vision in my right eye. Over the course of the next 2 years, I spent over $100,000 on different doctors, treatments, protocols, therapies, coaches, anything and everything I could get my hands on to get my life back. And slowly but surely, it did start to come back. I'm in pretty good shape now, but I was still having some nagging symptoms. And if I'm being honest, I never truly returned to how I felt before. I had heard that hyperbaric oxygen therapy could be a very beneficial treatment for these types of ailments. The only problem was it was a serious commitment, and in order to actually get the results, I would have to do 60, 90-minute sessions in a row. But I've done crazier things before, so I decided why not? Might as well try. I just got out, nothing crazy, but I feel lighter. Yeah, like I'm able to actually do some stuff today. So good so far. So I'm in the middle of a break right now. I came in feeling pretty not great. 3/4 of the way through the session right now. I'm happy to report that I'm feeling happy, more motivated to work on some things. As I started to speak with everyone involved at ATX Hyperbarics, this name kept coming up. Elijah, have you talked to Elijah yet? Elijah is a baby whose heart stopped for 43 minutes. Because he went without oxygen for so long, he accrued a massive amount of brain damage, and as a result was basically pronounced brain dead. The doctors told Sayum and Alicia that they had 2 options. Either one, they could leave him on life support almost indefinitely, or number 2, they could just unplug him and basically let him go. Somehow, through the grapevine, Sam had heard about this family and what was going on. He flew the family out on his own dime, put them up, and put the baby in the chamber, and started to do sessions every day with him. He kept doing sessions day after day after day, and little by little, he started to get better and better and better. So if you feel inspired to contribute, then Elijah does have a GoFundMe page where you can donate to help support the family. It's day 20. I'm gonna jump in the chamber and get to it.
All set?
All set.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Got my 21st session, and as weird as it is to say, I feel significantly better. When you start researching hyperbarics on Google, you're gonna see all different types of stuff. Some miraculous healings, but also some very potential and real concerns.
Key thing to remember is there really are a couple of different ways of doing hyperbaric oxygen therapy. So for a very long time, the idea was that you had to be in a pure oxygen environment. So they would bring you up to 2 atmospheres of pressure by only pumping pure 100% oxygen into a chamber. Wearing jewelry or perfume, all of those things can contribute to the danger of potentially having a catastrophic explosion. And that has happened in the United States. But one thing they all have in common is operator error. The way that we run and operate our chambers here at ATX is we actually use the new style of chambers that a lot of even the hospitals are retrofitting their chambers to work this way, is that we've learned that gas exchange only occurs in the lungs. We use a non-rebreather oxygen mask, so that's about 99% efficient at delivering 100% oxygen on each breath if it's fitted properly.
Today is day 22, session 22. My eye is definitely starting to heal. My vision is getting better. Something that I've been noticing is more mental clarity and just like space in my head, which is one of the main symptoms I've been experiencing is brain fog. So that's a good sign. So basically right now, there's rampant fraud happening in hyperbarics. Companies and clinics are selling these soft shell chambers as getting the same benefit that you can get from a hard shell, which is just not the case.
The issue is there is a significant difference. Going at 1.3 atmospheres of pressure is not going to get you the same results as 2.0. Inflatable chambers are only approved for one condition, and that is altitude sickness.
My biggest resistance to committing to the 60 session protocol was time. It is a lot of time, but I started to realize as I did more and more chamber sessions that it was the perfect opportunity to do completely undisturbed deep work. I couldn't do any meetings or talk on the phone, so I ended up most of the time just working for the 2 hours that I was inside the chamber. And I also produced great work during that time because my mind was clearer than it's ever been when I was breathing in that pure oxygen. Wrapped up a training session at the gym and finished putting in all my sets and reps and weight. And something that I noticed is that I PR'd 5 times this workout. I think that has a lot to do with that I did a hyperbaric session this morning. If I do a session in the morning and then I train later in the day, my lifts seemingly go a lot higher. Today's day 39. I'm feeling really good. Definitely energy's up, mood is up, mental clarity is getting better, vision is getting better, everything's got better. I feel definitely more like myself. I feel more capable. I feel like I can think better, and overall I can see that with another 20 sessions, I'm gonna feel amazing. After I got my blood and telomere results back, I scheduled an appointment with Dr. Womack, who is a Harvard MD and an anti-aging expert. The good news is, over the course of the last couple of years, I've become extremely health conscious and I've started to slow down my speed of aging quite a bit.
The science of predicting the rate at which you're aging is a developing science. It is not established. It is in its most accelerated growth phase, and probably within 5 to 7 years, we're gonna have a very good test. But right now, you actually were tested on a whole bunch of different markers. The major one that's probably going to be it is pretty fantastic. Your Dundinin pace of aging is actually at less than 1 or 0.86. So you are aging for every year, you're only aging 0.86 years at a time.
The bad news is I've accumulated a lot of damage over the years and my biological age is a lot older than I'd like it to be.
Your hyperbaric was prompted by a crisis.
Yes.
So during that crisis, we're looking at your telomeres, and your telomere age at that time during this crisis was you're 29 years old, but your age of your telomeres, which are the little things at the end of your DNA that hold you together and keep you from accelerated aging, were at 46 years old. So you had a shortening of your telomeres, and we're hypothesizing that the time you spent in hyperbaric is going to lengthen your telomeres. And that's been scientifically showed in a population of 400 people.
Second to last day of hyperbarics, and I'm feeling kind of bittersweet. It's been really, really powerful. The sessions are continuing to get better, and I feel a lot better when I get my blood work done in 2 weeks, so I'm excited to see how that looks too. But yeah, it's coming to an end here. Definitely want to say on the record that between 50 and 60 sessions, big difference, game changer. So if you're considering it, and thinking that this might be something good for you, then I would sign up for 60 sessions as opposed to 40. The benefit has been way better for me in the late 50s. As I was nearing the end of my 60 session protocol, I was feeling significantly better, but that could all be in my head, and I was yet to see what the blood and telomere results actually were. After speaking with Dr. Womack again, she explained to me that what we were seeing was nothing short of extraordinary. The protocol did in fact lengthen my telomeres from 7.1 kbs to 7.2 kbs. Now, this isn't that significant of a difference, but she assured me that because I was young, there's just not that much to lengthen. The more significant anti-aging marker was the Dundon pace, which slowed down from 0.86 to 0.8, meaning for every year that's passing, I'm only aging 0.8 years. And it reduced my extrinsic and intrinsic age by 2 years, meaning it literally turned back the sands of time. It also reduced my thyroid antibodies by 125 points, which is the main marker for autoimmunity. And on top of that, it improved every other thyroid marker, which is the thing that was most affected by the long vid. I think hyperbaric can be a powerful therapy. If combined with the right diet, lifestyle, and medical intervention, I think it can save a lot of lives, or at the very least, end a lot of suffering. You know, there really is no magic bullet to health, but with the right experts, the right technology, and commitment, I believe miracles truly can happen. Take care, be well, and I'll see you in the next one.